Hello everyone, it is time for another edition of Try Hard Trucking. Me, Volcage TV. They say to me, he does the best he can with what he's got, which I admit is not a lot of talent, but it is a whole lot of SnowRunner anxious action. It's been a while since I played. You guys don't know this on YouTube. Hit the game. No, don't hit continue. Actually, I think that's okay. It should be the right one. We'll find out. Can't Yukon, yeah, not in Yukon on the other play. Yes, it's been a while since I played because as of the time that I am streaming this, I am way too far ahead. I've been meaning to take time off of streaming for a long time, but I've got over a month's worth of content saved up on YouTube. And this is actually the Tuesday after my big mid-season marathon stream. If you haven't joined any mid-season marathons, you should come over to twitch.tv/rollcage_TV. I do a Twitch-only stream every 3 months. The first month, or the first Saturday of the months of November, February, May, August. I have to count it out every time. Those are the mid-autumn, winter, spring, summer, fall. All you gotta do is call. Yes, the first weekend of those months lands approximately, sometimes exactly, but approximately halfway between the solstice and equinoxes. I do a 12-hour stream from noon until midnight U.S. Central Time. There's a posting up somewhere on my YouTube channel under the post tab, although maybe will be under the community tab at some point. By the time you're watching this, there should be, you're watching this on Twitch, sorry it's not there. By the time you're watching this on YouTube, there should be a posting up that has a poll that asks if you want to join a YouTube community. Because I don't know if I'm going to set one up or not. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to set up a community page or not. It's a little bit of work. It's not as much work as Discord. I gave up on the Discord a while ago because I lost the admin who's going to do it. The person who's going to administrate it for me. But someday maybe I'll have a Discord. But in the meantime, oh, I see I've got this laid out very neatly. In the meantime, why is there another one here? Oh, because I was going to come back here. Here. And then, where does it end? Does it end here? That's not where I'm taking it back to, is it? Anyway, yes. Go to my YouTube channel, under the posts. Actually, in the description of this video, there'll probably be a pinned comment that directs you to the post that will ask if you're interested in a YouTube community page. So, Discord might happen eventually, but yeah, it's a lot more work. The community page, there also should be a link in there to a video that Twitch or that YouTube provides explaining what the community page is like. If you're familiar with Discord, it's not quite Discord. It's more like a Facebook wall or something. I don't know. I'm doing it Facebook or MySpace or anything for that matter. So, back in my day, there were bulletin board systems. I was already an adult by then, but yeah, when I was a kid, there was, well, they weren't sticky notes when I was a kid either. There was literal bulletin board systems with literal cork boards and push pins, and not these cool plastic push pins either. It was thumbtacks, good old-fashioned thumbtacks. And we didn't have good paper either. We had to tack up a stone slab to the wall, a message carved in it. No pain. There was a thumbtack and a chisel hanging on the corkboard, hanging by a vine. That's right. That's how old I am. Anyway. Let's get going here. All I need is, well, I need 2 cabins, but to make the cabins, I need, it tells me here somewhere, I need 2 cargo containers. I have 1 cabin. Oh, I've got 2 cargo containers there. I need 3 cabins? Oh no, I don't have the cabinet storage. Crafting. And I thought it told me if I went there what the formula was for the cargo containers. Anyway, that's why I had their car there, but I thought it showed me. I guess I have to be on the space. See, that's what I thought. I need wood, I believe. Yes. I have 2 cargo containers. I need 1 for the wooden planks. I need 2 wooden planks per container. That means I need 4 wooden planks. I can get the 4 wooden planks from 2 wooden frame places. Can you tell it's been a while? If you're watching this on YouTube, I had just ended the episode like 24 hours ago. Or maybe 5 minutes ago. If you were watching, or I guess 10 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago. If you were watching, if you were binging the series, which you can do on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@rollcagetv. Get started dry here. Yeah, I have playlists. I'm never gonna back this out properly. Nearly impossible to back one of these out properly. I do have a trick for turning it around, but I can afford to jackknife it here. I'll be fine. Now let's just seriously jackknife it. I want to get it over there. Thank you very much. If it tips over, I'll live with it. It's not going to tip this truck over. There are things that can't. I did have this truck tip over, or at least almost tip over once, from a one of those long log trailer flat ends. Those are a real pain. But most things can't tip this truck over. Okay, that works. Good enough. I admire the truck drivers that have like run pups. I don't know if these kind of trailers are actually a thing. I guess they are. But it's two or twin, not pups necessarily, twins. They are pups with the twins. You know, with like rotating axle front ends, and then the hitch is rigid as well, or is not rigid as well. So you got 2 points of rotation, like right next to each other. You can't even see when it's actually turning. It's got to be impossible to turn on. They can't have this. They have to have some way of not backing these things up, right? Maybe they do what the trick to do is. You just turn it around independently, unhitch it and turn it around, and then hitch it back up. I stopped to take a drink, and I didn't park my brake or whatever. Anyway, yes, youtube.com/@rollcagetv. On the homepage there's first of all, there's a featured games section that has playlists for every game I played on stream, which is a considerable number. Oh, look at those tires deploying. Cool. And of course, SnowRunner is there. That's a playlist that gives you the most recent at the top of the playlist, reverse chronological order, if we're being all technical. And that lets you catch up on the last few, because I produce a lot of content. And catching up on the last few episodes of any particular game when I switch back and forth between a couple different games a day, it can be hard. So. But also on there, you'll find playlists for individual, regions, in this case, seasons, regions, games, whatever I call them at the time. And so you can binge out all of Michigan in one playlist, or all of Yukon, for example. Now that I'm up to a quantity of games that it's worth binging the whole series. It's better than binging something on Netflix, isn't it? Am I right? No, I'm not picking stuff up here. I'm going to training locations. That's the whole point. Leave permanent cargo on the map. Strip the map clear of any temporary cargo. That is what I do as part of 100%. And if you're new to the series, part of easy mode is, there is no easy mode. It's not hard mode, so it's mostly meant tongue-in-cheek, but also I am using all extra paid DLC vehicles, extra to any regional DLC. And so, it's not meant to be a teaching you how to play and how to go somewhere. It's basically just one man's adventure, one old, decrepit, incompetent man's adventure. And so, I don't feel bad about using trucks that most people aren't going to bother to buy. One truck I would recommend, one DLC I would recommend, I don't remember what it is now. I think it's $3.99 USD on the Play Store, though you can get every so often, like all the DLC on sale. And let's see, what day? It's probably mid-December or something when this comes out, which means there might be some holiday sales. I don't know. I think the prices are comparable on PlayStation and Steam and all that other good stuff as well. I imagine so. I don't know for sure. You can let me know. If you want to contact me, the best way to do is on Twitch. Whisper me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollKJennifer.tv. Since I do not have a YouTube community page set up yet, which would be a good way to reach me, but I don't think you can private message on YouTube. I think you still have to, you can use the community page, but if you want to reach me privately, the way to do that is Twitch. I'm open to all whispers. I think you might have to have, I have no restrictions on my own on the whispers, but I think Twitch might, actually that's not true. I think I have the basic limitation of you have to be, you don't have to be a follower, but you have to have a Twitch account that's at least a week old or something like that. Oh no, that's actually the chat, basic chat. You can't chat unless you had a Twitch account for a few. You don't have to be a follower. You have to have a Twitch account for at least a week or something like that. So it's not a bot account, but still. Twitch is full of bot accounts. I have so many filters on. Anyway. What was I talking about? I said old decrepit. I didn't say old distracted. Old forgetful. Because I forgot to say old forgetful. That's why I didn't say it. Yes. Twitch is a good place to... that's going to feel up, of course. Twitch is the best place. You can whisper me. You might have to have to whisper anyone, you might have to have a verified account. Maybe that's the restriction, I think, that's there on whispers. So, I think everyone pretty much has a verified account. All that means is you give an email address when you sign up for Twitch. You have to actually respond to the email they send you to say, yes, prove this is your email address. So if you're trying to use someone else's email address that you don't have access to, believe it or not, you can still have a Twitch account. You just can't. There are certain things you can't do, like chat and whisper and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't know, maybe that's changed, but the option is still there last time I looked. Say it has to be a verified account. I think most places, all accounts have to be verified, and you can't do anything on that account. Twitch is an old platform. Not as old as YouTube, but it's not updated as often. And that's for good thing and bad thing. YouTube changes so often it drives people crazy. It's like, where is my so-and-so button? What happened to my whatever page? And yeah, ever improving. Often it is improving, but most of the time improving, all the time confusing updates. Hey, but it's better than Windows updates, am I right? I assume I'm right. because I hear other people complain about it. I don't care because I play all my games on console. I don't even have a PC that I use for anything. Everything is on tablet. But believe me, the Android updates are just as bad as Windows updates. In fact, Android updates are worse. If you buy a new tablet, you get a new version of Android, you can't guarantee that any of your apps are going to work anymore. There's no backward compatibility, which kind of stinks. But I refuse to give any money to that other company that makes tablets and PCs. I think there's another company, fairly well known, that makes that stuff. That charges 10 times more than they need to, and then, you know, hides all of their profits overseas and they pay taxes on. Yeah, I don't like that company. Of course, I should talk. I stream, you know, I stream on an Amazon-owned site. But then, you know, if you are an Amazon Prime member, you can always spend some of Jeff's money and link your Amazon account to your Twitch account. You only have to link, I will specify, you only have to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account via Twitch Prime, because they now give you the option to link all of your Amazon account to your Twitch account, which means that for some reason you get updates on your deliveries on Twitch like you would want that. I don't know, maybe Amazon has a food delivery service now so that you can get updates right while you're in Twitch on your food delivery, pizza, anyone, pizza, maybe? I don't know, maybe that's their plan. I just thought of that now. In fact, most things they say I just think of at the moment. Anyway, yes, this is a rare evening stream. I am perhaps a bit more talkative, but still, speak more, make sense less. Speak more, sense less. I am senseless, but that's a whole different English thing, isn't it? I'm trying not to break these trees because I might need them to winch to, which is incredibly dumb because there's trees all around. I might as well just drive over the things. Okay, where am I going next? Am I turning around or what am I doing? If I'm gonna turn the thing around, okay, I'm going, wait, I can't be going forward. That's the framing site, right? Am I not going to this framing site? Okay, I am turning the thing around. It's telling me to go, no. I decided I wanted to go to this wood framing site afterwards instead. Why? Just to give myself more of a challenge, or? Oh, wait, no, what? Oh, that's why I'm dropping it off. Well, I can't go to both of them. Oh no, I can go to both of them. Never mind. I am going to both of them. Because I can fit 2 in each. Okay. Right. All right. Load this up on the truck, and then I can take the empty trailer down there. Because I didn't want to load it on the trailer and then have to turn it around with the wood on it, because there's a special way of turning it around, which can abuse it some, and I'd rather abuse it when it's empty. All right. So I'm not turning it around here, so I don't have to. I gotta take the guy's fence down too? Oh, now that's just rude. I'm stealing his wood. I'm tearing down his house to steal his wood, and I have to crush his fence as well? That is so rude. That is so rude. Oh well. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now, the wood isn't gonna tip me over, right? Yes, 2 planks in the truck, please. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, sorry about the house. You still got a good foundation though, buddy. Oh, your foundation is just dirt, huh? Well, you wouldn't have wanted a house built on dirt anyway. Not much better than sand, am I right? Yeah, I'm gonna tip this thing over just driving in this rut. This is ridiculous. Oh well. yes, I am streaming in the evening. You might, if I mean, you have no way of knowing this now, but in another 3 episodes after this, I'll be doing a full intro. Actually, 2 episodes after this, I'll be doing a full outro, wishing you a good night and all that stuff. But you only see every 6 episodes normally on SnowRunner, because I stream 6 at a time. I don't do a full intro, a full outro. I usually do a full outro after every episode for YouTube. A full, I mean, if you haven't watched the last episode or any other episode, you know I give it a full outro is. But I do a longer outro when I'm ending the stream. I used to do it every time I took a break on Twitch to end the YouTube episode, and then people started signing off on Twitch, saying, "Oh, okay, see ya. I see you're signing off." And I was like, "No, I'm not quitting the stream yet. I'm just taking a break and chopping it up into bite-sized chunks. If your mouth is big enough for a 1 hour long bite size." I have a pretty large mouth, actually. I don't know how big a mouthful an hour would be, but I think it's gotten, I think people's appetite for long content has grown shorter over the years, as there's more and more things to watch and do and whatever. It used to be you'd sink your teeth, to continue the analogy, into a good book for, back in my day, for 3 hours a night by candlelight. And now you don't read a book for 3 hours. You listen to an audio book for 20 minutes while you're on your commute to wherever you're going. Of course, probably takes longer than 20 minutes. This point, rush hour and all that stuff. Anyway, don't listen to an audio book while you're driving, folks, and don't listen to talk radio while you're driving either. Listening to music, that's okay to an extent. I mean, don't listen to it too loud. But if you're listening to somebody talking, even a DJ could be a little, dangerous. I know I'm a cranky old guy, but really, you should never text, for goodness sakes. Where am I going? I'm really going around this, huh? Okay, I'm supposed to be going to the right there? No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to the left here. Is it worth trying to move this point? Oh, let's, did it get dark just that fast while I was in the menu? It couldn't have, right? Must be getting dark without my realizing. I guess I can go on either side of this rock. Yeah, I was talking about reading by candlelight, and don't talk radio. If you're trying to pay attention to what that person is saying, music you can kind of have in the background, like my background music. Speaking of which, I'll get back to that. There's, if you're trying to pay attention to what somebody is saying, it's a little bit harder to pay attention to what's going on the road. I mean, it's not as bad, like I said, as texting or talking on the phone or whatever, but still, it's not, it's a little bit more of a thing. Distracted driving is so bad. Especially here in America, there's stats, well, if I trust the YouTube video I saw on the subject, and it's from a channel that I find to be trustworthy, but a lot of the channels I watch actually have references in the description that you can click on and go look their data up. But America has a much higher rate of pedestrian fatalities, traffic fatalities, in part because of the vehicles we drive, but also in part because the culture is much more distracted driving than compared to, I think they were just comparing to Europe. I don't know if they're compared to other places, which I mean they should, but Eurocentric study, or That'd just be Western centric. It wouldn't be Western centric if it includes South America, right? Anyway. I don't know if it's because of the different games I've played or whatever, but I have people that follow my channel are a more diverse group than I want to look at the map, see if there's a way to cut through there so I don't have to turn anything around at all. Are a more diverse group than actually don't do that. Not American. It's at least 50-50, maybe more from other parts of the world besides America. Let's put it that way. No, I don't think I can really cut through there. I mean, I might be able to, but is it really worth trying? Because there's trees right there. No, I'll just lay the map back out this way. There's a road there, but you know, it cuts through here. I don't think there's an easy way to get there. It's not worth trying. This is a pretty bad road, I will say, but it's not as much a road, it's just a coastline. But yeah, with the diversity of games I've played and, you know, different people I've talked to, I've had some South American followers who were big rally fans. The rally racing has done a lot for that, because rally racing is a lot bigger in other parts of the country than it is here, or other parts of the world than it is here in America. But yeah, I've got a South African friend, close friend that I made through. I think this is this easier? Yeah, this is probably easier. I think this is more road. This is probably more road here. I don't know. Yeah, I made through Minecraft. Okay, I think that was not the stream dying. I was so scared. I think it's just my stream monitor lagging. It does that sometimes. It's I have a browser I use just for the stream. My bitrate is showing low, but it's not showing low on my other browser, so I'm going to reset that one. I might bring the stream down and back up during yeah, can I do that? Can I risk doing that? No, I can't risk doing that. I was going to exit an app I've got going, but I'm afraid that would make the screen go all wiggly warbly, which I don't want. Because then I'd have to edit it out, and I don't like editing. So yeah, I've got a lot of viewers from the UK, a lot of followers and viewers and stuff, and then, you know, other parts of Europe. Like I said, South America, Brazil, in particular. I think there's somebody from Argentina as well, but I think so. I don't remember for sure. So yes, if I sometimes poke a little bit of fun at America, it's all meant in good fun. I am an American. I love my country, all that stuff. I mean, seriously, there's good points, there's bad points, of course, but I am an ugly American as far as my ignorance of other locations, but probably not as ugly as some other people are. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to actually close this browser, because the other browser did not give me a bitrate error, so I'm going to actually close this instance of the browser, which I can do without interrupting too much of the stream, except I can't do it that way. I have to do it this way. Let's close this and then come back here and do, oops, this. Oh, if I keep hitting the wrong buttons, it is going to interrupt the stream. Let's shut this down. No, there, see? I'm trying to do this with finger braces on. And that's very hard to do. Okay, shut that down. And now clear the cache, because I think that might be giving me an issue. Okay, now let's load the browser back up by going over here and hitting that. Okay, that'll take a minute to load. I can finish doing what I'm doing here. We've got two different tablets going with each of them have a browser open. That is, one is monitoring the video and audio of the stream. The other one is there for me to hit the buttons to switch scenes and stuff like that, or put in ad breaks and stream markers and stuff like that. So this is still giving me a still telling me, let's try to refresh again. I think it's this tablet is just not making a good connection. So I will bring things down during my break and try to fix that. Let's see here and there, and let that load for a second. Not getting, it is still streaming. I can tell that I'm still streaming. It's just that I can't hear it, which makes me nervous. Okay, yes, and I was going all the way over there. Let me put an intermediate marker, like here, some intermediate point, so I don't get myself all confused. Here. And then one at the fuel station. And then back there, okay. And all right, that's, oh, did I close it? I closed the split screen. Oh, this is so awful. Unless I'm desperate, I'm not gonna bring the stream down and try to stitch these two back together, because that's a real pain. Okay, I can hear myself now at least. I'm still getting red though, so I might reboot that tablet. I think the Wi-Fi needs to be reset, which I could do, but that'll take even longer, so I'm not going to do that until the end of this episode. Which, if you don't know, well, you would know if you're watching on YouTube, because you could see how long the video is. The YouTube episodes are, close to an hour. I think I already mentioned that. Oh, I was saying something about the background music, wasn't I? There was probably some other thing that I was going to come back to, talking about distracted driving and whatever, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, back in my day, you'd read a book for 3 hours by candlelight, but now an hour-long video is a significant part of your attention span that you may not want to waste because you got other things to do. Because of the fast-paced life we live in these days. Fast-paced compared to the, 1820s when I grew up. That's actually not true. I didn't grow up in the 1820s. I am a boomer, though. My one grandparent was born in the 1800s. So, there you go. That should impress the kids and the ladies. Actually, neither. Any ladies that would be interested in me, well, first of all, that's just a theoretical question. Yeah, any ladies that would be interested in me probably don't exist, but based on my past experience. But there is, if there were any, they would probably be close to my age and wouldn't be impressed by that fact. Actually, it is for, even for a boomer, that's pretty. My parents were old when they had me, and my father was the 7th of 7 children. I think it was 7, yeah, 7. I get things confused at my age. He also claimed to have 7 European nationalities in his direct lineage that he knew of. There's probably others that he didn't know of. But yeah, I have been told by, keep in mind, parents that probably wouldn't want to admit otherwise, but that I have all European heritage, but from 11 different places in Europe. Western, Central, and Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe's from my mother's side. Anyway, yeah, so his father was quite old when he was born, and he was pretty old, though a little bit younger when he had me. So you add them all up, and yes, I wanted to turn this around while it was empty. Okay. Let's start the engine. Let's attach the trailer. Is this a good place to do this? Actually, no, this is a crappy place to do this. Let me pull up farther. Yeah, I'm lagging out again. But I think I'm still streaming, right? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Okay. Now my other browser is giving me errors. I hope I'm not dropping frames. If this is a bit choppy, I don't have anyone chatting with me right now. If this is a bit choppy, I apologize. I will maybe cut the episode a little bit shorter than I otherwise would, so I can check on it. Let's see, Tetra. I did get an error when I first did. I mentioned technical difficulties. I did get an error when I first loaded the stream, so I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, you have that all up, and I should not be going this way. There's more room on the other side. The idea is to pull up alongside the trailer. This is a trick that I got from Wessel on Wheels, and he got it from someone named Space Pirate, spelled with the letter 8, of course, because he's from a cooler generation than either Wessel or I. And that is, you hitch side to side on the trailer, or winch, I mean, side to side on the trailer, and oh, I completely missed the side of that trailer, didn't I? Why? Where? Really? Okay. Full tight. Orange. Okay. I see it moving. And then you just, manhandle it around. Get it turned around this way, winching from side to side. Make sure there's room. Oh, do not tip the truck here. That would be embarrassing. Yes, Wessel on Wheel, on my homepage, featured channels list, a featured games list, and a featured channels list. Featured channels list, there's, the slope is driving me crazy. No, wrong button. Oh, I hate just showing, I keep hitting the wrong button. I did mention at the start that I don't have a lot of talent, right? Now, can I back into this thing properly? Maybe. Yes, featured channels, Wessel on Wheels is there. He is also doing a playthrough. He's had his going for years, and mine will probably be even more years, because at this point, I'm taking longer than he is per region, despite the fact that he is playing a hard mode playthrough. But it's similar to mine in that he is doing it on stream, and yeah, he's doing it on stream, and that is I think the streams are like private though, and then he's editing them up for YouTube. So the content is available on YouTube as streamed. This channel, I will admit, is a little confusing in that the videos aren't, well, he does have them in playlists, so they're not confusing that way. On his homepage, he does have various playlists listed for, yeah, I'm not going by there, but maybe I'll be close enough I won't have to raise it from the map. Please tell me I'll be close enough I won't have to raise it from the map. Okay, good. But yeah, the videos are not under videos. The videos are under streams because, like I said, they were originally streamed on YouTube. He also plays on a console. He plays on PlayStation. And I think all his console brothers need to stick together. Played off the PC word. Fight back. Rage Against the Machine. Anyway. So yeah, I highly recommend him. He's very entertaining. He's doing a full playthrough. If you like my content, you like his probably better. I will admit. Tell him I said hi. Go watch one of his videos, and then go into the comments and tell him I said hi. His playlists are also in bingeable order. So if you want to catch up on something, you will either need to scroll through the playlist. I just have his playlist saved. You know, depending on what season I'm watching, I just save that playlist and then watch it through because I like binging stuff. It is a binging generation. Well, I am going to get to wherever I can get to in the next 4 minutes and then call the YouTube episode. Although my bit rate is blue now, or green now on the one tablet. So hopefully whatever issues I had have been resolved. As I said, I do have one app open that I probably don't need open. I don't usually have open, but it's the Twitch app proper, not just the Twitch shell. And I don't know if that might be lagging stuff up a little bit. Hopefully not. I think it's probably just my browsers. I will restart the tablets on my break and see if that does close the other app. Yeah, I'm lagged out. The video is lagged out. The audio, I think, is still here. Now the video is catching up. Oh no, maybe that's where I was paused for some reason. Oh, streaming is so much fun. Refresh this browser, see if it's also gonna give me green. Well, unlike other games, like when I play Civilization, I can always restart this turn over gun. This is an autosave. I can't redo this episode, so if some things are choppy, I apologize. I've got the wood I need. May not be the wood I want. It's the wood we need, just like the hero. Where did that originally come from? He or she? I guess it was a he reference. I guess not the hero we want, but he is the hero we need. If I were to guess, I would guess that comes from like Deadpool or something. Speaking of heroes, I don't watch a lot of fiction. I've mentioned this many times. I read a lot of fiction. But one movie I would definitely recommend is Mystery Men. An older movie. It has Ben Stiller and a cast of thousands. I can't remember who else is in it. I know Jean Garofalo is in it. Other people. It's a very, very funny movie about a makeshift group of people that want to be superheroes. They're basically cosplaying as their own superheroes. And yet somehow they're able to defeat this supervillain. I can tell my browser is doing things funny because the screen keeps popping up. And actually, that might be because I don't have the tablet sitting right. Well, I'm up on 45 minutes, coming up on 45 minutes. So I'm actually going to, I think, yeah, call it here. That's a shorter episode than I normally like, but I normally like to go at least 50 minutes. But we're going to stop the episode here, I think, so I can make sure everything is doing right and good by my stream. So if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I am just gonna take a break here and be back in a few minutes. A little longer break than normal as I reboot everything. If you're watching on YouTube though, that will be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekday at noon US Central Time, which is almost always 6 p.m. 1800 hours in the UK, and almost never 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand, though it is plus or minus an hour depending on the time of year, all thanks to daylight savings time. And once again, thanks to all of you for watching. Twitch, stick around. Gonna take a break, reboot some stuff if I need to. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.